Buffs Nation, what is going on? Are you guys having a great weekend? We know the Buffs are having a fantastic weekend as well. Thought I'd throw on the Carter Stoutmire jersey for this video because we got another very good cornerback coming in here by way of Liberty out of Waxahachie, Texas, if I can get that right. We got Preston Hodge. I'm pumped about this guy. We'll dive into some of his stats. He's going to be a very, very good secondary player for the Buffs. I mean, this is kind of similar to Roderick Ward. Better than Roderick Ward? I guess we'll just have to see. But 5'11 corner, a little bit smaller than the profile that this staff has normally targeted for cornerbacks. Usually that 6 foot and above size is what we're looking at, but there are always exceptions to the rule. And Preston Hodge, he plays bigger than his size. But let's go ahead and dive into a little bit more about him and where I see him playing. before all of y'all start going crazy about, oh man, Cormani. No, this, in my opinion, we're going to have Travis and Cormani playing on the outside, and we're going to have somebody like Preston Hodge there playing slot. Take a look at this. So overall, Preston Hodge was the 27th rated defensive back this year in college football. Pro Football Focus grade 86.1. That's great. Power cares about that. Coverage grade 88.8. You can see he took a big jump in his production from 2022 to 2023. Now, depending on where you're looking, whether it's 24/7, they had him listed as a safety, or Pro Football Focus has him listed as a corner. He might have come in as a safety. I can't remember. He only had a few different offers from, like, I want to say Central Michigan, Eastern Kentucky, and Liberty. Ended up going to Liberty, but it doesn't really matter. You want to call him a safety, that's fine. You want to call him a cornerback, that's okay. At the end of the day, he specializes in playing that slot cornerback role. Look at this. 457 snaps at slot corner this past year, okay? So we're going to see him facing guys on the inside. Does that possibly mean we see a guy like Cameron Silman Craig move back to one of those more traditional safety roles? I don't know. But my guess is that this guy is going to be playing that slot corner slash filling in at that star position, maybe. Yeah. We might have both those guys out there, though. Cameron Silman Craig and Preston Hodge. Now, let's get into some more of stats that I find interesting here with Preston Hodge. Let's get rid of this key, right? Okay. Again, a lot of green dots come up here. Tackling. He is a sure tackler on the year. I want to say he had 44 tackles, 5 assists. That's wonderful, okay? Then take a look at this when he is targeted. NFL passer rating, okay? There's been some games where the quarterback did have some success against him, but see, there are some grades. Again, 70.1, 54.2. A lot of great graded games. He had a couple interceptions this past year, one against UMass, and the other one was against Middle Tennessee. That's right. But again, take a look at this. He's playing the majority of the game at slot corner, lining up against those slot wide receivers. He can play the boundary as well. You've seen him line up. But ultimately, this is a guy that's being brought into play inside. Again, as a Broncos fan, I can't help but think of somebody similarly sized. Chris Harris Jr. came over to the Broncos, undrafted free agent, started in that slot corner, that nickel position, and then continued to grow his game to where then he was playing off the boundary. But Preston Hodge is a guy that's definitely going to upgrade the quality of defensive backs that we have here at CU. And I like you can play him in the box a little bit. He can play a little bit of free safety. I mean, he only lined up at uh, 5 plays there, but he's been moved around all around the field. Okay. And only 5 penalties, guys. Again, when you are thrown at a ton, let's see how many targets. Thrown at 74 times. Okay, guys? 5 penalties. All right. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Receiving percentage 58.1. Feel like that's pretty fantastic. So I I'm I'm really pumped. I'm really pumped getting a guy like Preston Hodge, a transfer. I think he has a couple more years of eligibility, which should be wonderful. But he's a guy that makes this room stronger. And we're gonna have to see what else we add on that defensive front seven. But if we're getting after the passer, I mean, our cornerbacks are going to eat. And now, I mean, just look at it. We got a guy like Travis Hunter on the boundary. We got a guy 6'3" corner on the other side, Cormani McLean. If he takes that next jump this next year, then it's like, okay, where's the quarterback going to go? All right, well, you're going to try and go inside. Well, now we got one of the highest graded defensive backs in all of college football last year, Preston Hodge, covering the slot. So this gives us a lot of flexibility with what we do with some of our other really good players. Again, Cameron Soman Craig, Jaden Milner-Jones was very highly graded as a true freshman. Somebody like Carter Stoutmeyer, Raha and I have discussed a lot. Might he be moved to safety here at some point? We'll just have to see. But this is a player, again, that is going to do damage. Let me go ahead and show you this one highlight that I got. I pulled it from Twitter. Had to crop it a little bit for copyright reasons. I've been getting dinged on that a little bit. Let me see if I can find him on here. Yeah, here we go. Check this out, y'all. So this was his pick 6. He's going to be lining up. Let's see here. Whoops. He's right here positioned in this slot corner right here. And watch how he jumps this route. Film study, understanding where he is on the field, understanding what they're trying to do, jumps this route, takes it to the house. He understood the concept. He got there. Boom. Isn't that beautiful? Just a perfectly timed jump on that route. Takes it to the house. Beautiful stuff. So, welcome to the Buffs, Preston Hodge. I'm pumped to have you here, guys. Again, we got to continue to recruit every single position. We got to build these layers. We are not anywhere near the likes of Alabama, Georgia, Texas, Michigan, Ohio State. Might I even say Florida State at most positions when it comes to having the depth, the layers of talent. We need that. We need that. So, y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Preston Hodge is somebody that I don't care if he's rated as a 3-star transfer or a 4-star transfer. He's going to play a significant role for this team, and he should. He should. So, thanks for checking in with me, guys. Hit that like. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, Sco Buffs.